Welcome to another video of Number System PYQ series of UPSC CSAT. Today's topic is LCM HCF. LCM HCF is actually an important topic because here the most questions from this topic have been asked. You may check in from 2011 onwards, they have asked 18 questions from this topic. Okay. So guys, this is an important topic, and yes, year by year they are asking the questions from this topic. So you may expect around one question or two questions from this topic every year. Okay, so let's discuss the questions. And yes, before that, I need to tell you, if you want some practice questions like UPSC CSAT, you may buy our book. Okay, question is saying, three persons start walking together and their steps measure are 40, 42 and 45 centimeter. What is the minimum distance each should walk so that each other can cover the same distance in complete steps? So this question is talking about the LCM of these three numbers, the LCM of 40, 42 and 45. Okay, 40, 42 and 45. 45 is what? 45 is 9 into 5. 42 is what? 42 is 6 into 7. 40 is what? 40 is 8 into 5. LCM is what? LCM is 2 cube into 3 square into 5 into 7. Correct? So this is 72 into 35. Or you can say this is 36 into 70. 36 into 7 is 252. So this is 252 and 0. So 2520. Look at the options. 25 meter and 20 centimeter. Correct, everyone? You need to find the LCM like this. Please avoid this method. Okay? This you were doing in your childhood, but now you guys are grown up. Okay, let's move to the next question. This question was asked in UPSC CSAT 2 times. The same question they have asked 2 times. Read the question. The question is saying there are 5 hobbies club. Like they have given the 5 hobbies club. So they are saying gardening club meets every 2nd day, electronics group meet every 3rd day, and 4th day and 5th day, till now 6th day. Okay? So here the LCM of 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. What is that? This is 60. So question is saying how many times do all the 5 groups meet on the same day within 180 days? 180 divided by 60. This is 3 times. All right? The answer is 3 times. And friends, they have asked the same question once again in 2016. Very same question. Exactly यही का यही उठा के डाल दिया था. अभी मैं आपको दिखाऊंगा. Same question. ठीक है? चलिए, next question पे आते हैं. Next question is saying 5 persons fire bullet, right? And in the interval of 6, 7, 8, 9 and 12. Okay, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 12. All right. So it is this is 6, 7, 8, 9, 12. So this 72 into 7. This is 504. LCM of these numbers is 504. 504 seconds. Question is saying they will hit the target in an hour. 1 घंटे में कितनी बार वो सेम फायर करेंगे एक्चुअली, राइट? दे फायर द बुलेट्स. ठीक है? So again, it is based on the previous question, right? It is very much similar to the previous question that we have solved, 180 divided by 60. So here they are saying 1 hour. So 1 hour means 3600 seconds. 3600 seconds divided by 504. ठीक है? तो 1 घंटे में कितनी बार वो एक साथ फायर करेंगे? This is the question. So 3600 divided by 504. Everyone, 5 into 7 is what? 35. So this is 7 point something. So exactly 7 times in an hour. The result will be 7 point something, but obviously it will be complete 7. Okay? So the answer is 7. All right. Clear? Almost the previous question. I mean the same as the previous question. Okay, let's move to the next one. Question is saying a bell rings in 18 minutes, another in 24 minutes, and third in 32 minutes. Okay, if all the 3 ring at the same time at 8 o'clock in the morning, then at what time they will ring together? All right, so this is what? This is 2 into 3 square. This is 2 cube into 3. This is 2 raised to the power 5. So 2 raised to the power 5 into 3 square. This is the LCM, so this is 32 into 9, which is 288. 288 minutes. Look at the options. Only in one option we have 8 here, so this will be the correct choice. In the examination, I'll solve the question like this, right? If I have to solve it completely, then I'll be solving the complete answer. But in the examination, I'll do this, I'll check this, and I need to add it to 8 a.m. So 8 a.m. plus 288 minutes. So look at the options, then I'll mark this. That's it, right? Okay, let's move to the next question. The same question has been asked in 2016, which we have solved in 2013 also. All right, you just read the question, the same answer, everything is same. Nothing has been changed. Exactly same, right? So here the answer is what? The answer is 3. And the same process, 180 divided by 60, the answer is 3. All right, okay. Now, the same question has been asked in 2016 also, which we have solved in 2013. Exactly the same question. Read the question and the same solution, same answer. Like 180 divided by 60, the answer is 3. Right? Which option is the correct choice? D option is the correct choice. Exactly the same question and the same answer and the same solution. Okay? Okay. Let's move to the next question. Now, the next question was asked in 2018. The next question is saying a lift has the carrying capacity of 18 adults or 30 children. Okay, so let's take the LCM of these numbers, 18 adults or 30 children, everyone. So LCM is what? The LCM is 90 kg. So let us assume the carrying capacity of the lift is 90 kg. Okay, so the weight of one adult is 5 kg and the weight of one child is 3 kg. Okay, question is saying the lift is carrying 12 adults already. So 12 into 5 plus how many children it can carry with 12 adults. So children, a weight of one child is 3. So 3 into x is equal to 90. So this is 60 and it will go there, it will become negative. So 3x is equal to 90 minus 60, which is 30. Then x is what? X is 10. So 10 children can board the lift with 12 adults. Okay, everyone. Hope you liked the solution. All right, everyone. Let's move to the next question. Next question is saying in a school, identification number to assign every student. If a student is football player, the number is divisible by 4. And if a student is cricketer, the number is divisible by 6. All right. So if a student is playing both the games, so number will be divisible by 12. Okay, because the LCM of 4 and 6 is 12. So question is saying if every number from 1 to 100 is assigned to a student, then how many of them play cricket as well as football? Okay, so 100 divided by 12, this is 8 point something. So the answer is 8. All right, so 8 students are there which are playing both the games, cricket as well as football. Okay, simple question, guys. All right, let's move to the next question. This question is again a simple question. Question is saying Sita goes to swim after a gap of 2 days and Geeta goes to swim after a gap of 3 days. All right, on first both of them are going together. Then on which day once again both of them will be going together? So Sita is going a gap of 2 days and Geeta is going after a gap of 3 days. All right. So on first they both of them are going together. Then Sita will be like on first she is going. So after a gap of 2 days, second and third she won't go. Then fourth. Then fifth and sixth she won't go. Then seventh. Then 8th and 9th she won't go. Then 10th. Then 11 and 12 she won't go. Then 13th and so on. Geeta is going after a gap of 3 days. So if on 1 she is going, then 2, 3, 4 she is not going. She will be going on 5th. Then 6, 7, 8 she won't be going. She will be going on 9th. And after 9th, 10, 11 and 12 she is not going. She will be going on 13th. All right. So on 13th Geeta is also going and on 13th Sita is also going. So both of them together will be meeting on 13th during swim. All right, everyone. Correct? Simple question. A very simple question. Don't use maths, just use common sense to solve these type of questions, guys. Okay? All right. And yes, if you want to find some more questions like this, you can join our test series. If you want to do practice well, which questions are exactly based on UPSC pattern, you can join our test series. Okay. Next question is saying, if you have two sticks of 7.5 feet and 3.25 feet, what is the least length that you can measure? So question is simply asking what is the SCF of these two numbers, 7.5 and 3.25. Look at the options, 0.05, 0.25, 3.25, 1. So 0.25 is a number which will divide both the terms, 7.5 also and 3.25 also. Look at the option. The question is trying to ask the SCF of the given numbers. This is a very simple question, guys. But yes, in the examination, you should be able to recall the concept of SCF. Like in this question, SCF has been asked. Okay, that is important thing. All right. Okay, and rest the question is simple. Okay, now let's move to the next question, guys. The next question was asked in the same year. The question is asking what is the greatest length x such that 3 1/2 and 8 3/4 are the integral multiples of x, which means this question is trying to ask you the SCF of these two numbers, and these two numbers are fractions. So this question is trying to ask you the SCF of fractions. What is the SCF of fraction? This fraction is what? The first fraction is 7/2 and the second fraction is 35/4. We need to find their SCF. So SCF of these fractions means SCF of numerators divided by LCM of denominators. I repeat, SCF of numerators divided by LCM of denominators. So SCF of 7 and 35 is what? 7. And LCM of 2 and 4 is what? 4. This is the answer, which means 1 3/4, right? Which option is the correct choice? Fourth option is the correct choice, 1 3/4 meter, right? This is a simple question, but guys, yes, you should be able to understand that what has been asked in this question, what is to be done in this question, right? Else the question is very simple. Okay, let's move to the next question. In 2020 only, they have asked one more question from this topic. And guys, this question is actually a very simple question if you know the divisibility principles of numbers like 2, 3, 4, 5, so on. Okay. The question is saying a 4-digit number which when divided by 3, 4, 5, 6 leaves a remainder 2 in each case. Which means what? If you subtract 2 from all the numbers, the number will be divisible by all the given numbers, right? So which means 1 0 1 0, 1 0 2 0, 1 1 2 0, 1 2 2 0. These numbers should be divisible by them, correct? So if I want to check with 3, this number is not divisible by 3, this number is not divisible by 3, this number is not divisible by 3, right? Only one option, this number is divisible by 3 because the sum of the digits of these numbers is 3, right? So only this number, because this number is divisible by 3, so when you divide this number by 3, it will leave the remainder as 2. Look at the question, right? The question is saying the remainder is 2, all right? So just by looking at the options, you can solve this question. There is no need to use any formula. There is no need to find the SCF or LCM, something else. No. Just read the question, apply the common sense and solve the question. Correct, everyone? There are many questions in UPSC CSAT exam which can be solved with the common sense only. But yes, guys, you should be able to practice these type of questions to solve those questions in the examination hall correctly. All right? Okay. Let's move to the next question. So guys, once again, they have asked the similar question in the next year, right? Read the question. In the last question, what we have done, they have said like the number is divisible by 3, 4, 5, 6 and leaving the remainder something. That was the question. And read this question. The question is saying what is the least number which when divided by these numbers, leave a remainder 3. So again, the similar process. If you subtract 3, the number will be completely divisible by these numbers. All right. Okay. So 1060, 1070, 1080 and 1180. Fine. Divisible by 3. Oh, sorry, remainder is 3. And the numbers are what? Numbers are 6, 9, 12, 15, 18. Okay. So if a number is divisible by 9, so sum of digits must be divisible by 9. This is not correct. This is not correct. This is not correct. Only this option is correct. Fine. So 1080 is completely divisible by 9. So which means when 1083 will be divided by 9, it leaves the remainder 3. All right. So guys, just by looking at the question and just by applying a little common sense, you can solve the question. And yes, if you have solved PYQs, you can check out the pattern also. The same PYQs has been repeated. They have just changed the digits, right? The same PYQ has been repeated. All right. So PYQ analysis is very much important, friends. Very much important. Okay. Let's move to the next question. Now, 2023 question. The question is saying there are 3 lights which are changing from green to red and red to green. Okay. In 25 seconds, 39 seconds, and 60 seconds respectively. All right. So, what is the question? Question is saying at 2 p.m. together they turn green. At what time will they change to green next simultaneously? Simultaneously means you have to take the LCM of these numbers, right? So LCM of 25. 25 is what? 5 square. And then this is 3 into 13. And then this is 2. 2 square into 3 into 5. Okay, so LCM is what? 2 square into 3 into 5 into 13. 2 square into 5 square. All right. So 2 square into 5 square is 100. 3 into 13 is 39. So this is 3900. All right. So 3900 seconds. Question is saying at what time they will go green next. So green to red and then red to green. So there are 2 intervals of 39 seconds. So 2 into 3900 seconds. 2 into 3900 seconds means 7800 seconds. So the answer is after 7800 seconds. Now 7800 seconds means what? This is 2 hours completely, which means 36 plus 36, 36 plus 36 plus 600. So which means 1 hour plus 1 hour plus 10 minutes. So this is 2 hours and 10 minutes. So after 2 hours and 10 minutes. So when they are, at 2 p.m., then 2 hours and 10 minutes after this. What is the correct answer? The correct answer is 4:10. Okay, everyone? Fine. So this was a good example of LCM and HCF. All right. Let's move to the next question. In 2024, they have asked 2 questions. And both the questions were from the same concepts. SCF and factors of those numbers. SCF and factors of SCF, right? Here they are saying 421 and 427 is being divided by a same number, leaving the remainder 1. How many such numbers are possible? So the difference is here 6. When 421 is divided by 6, the remainder is 1. When 427 is divided by 6, the remainder is 1. It means 6 is such number. Now question is saying how many other such numbers can be used as the divisor. So here all the factors of 6. So the factors of 6 are 1, 2, 3, 6. But if 1 is remainder, so obviously 1 can't be used as a divisor. So the remaining numbers are 2, 3, 6. Okay, the numbers are 2, 3, 6. There are 3 such numbers. Okay, everyone. The answer is C option is the correct choice, right? Simple question, but yes, if you have solved such type of questions during your practice session, then only you can solve this question in the examination. Else, it may take some time. Okay, let's move to the next question. And the next question is very much similar to this question only. In 2024, they have asked one more question from LCM HCF. And second question was also based on the factors of HCF. This question is saying 399 liter petrol and 532 liters diesel. It has to be bottled. Okay, take their SCF. So for SCF, you can find, if there are 2 numbers, you can find their difference also. If there are 2 numbers, so what is the difference? The difference is 133. So this number is what? 133 into 3. Okay. And this number is what? 133 into 4. All right. So 133 is SCF. Okay. So now question is saying how many different size of bottles are possible. Okay. So this is what? This is the factors of 133. So 1, then 7, then 19 and 133. This question is saying how many total sizes of bottles are possible. How many different sizes of bottles are possible. So here you have to consider 1 also. Because in the last question they were saying 1 should be remainder. But here nothing should be remainder. All the petrol and all the diesel should be bottled. So nothing is remainder. So that's why all the 4 numbers, 4 sizes are possible. Either it is 1 liter or 7 liters or 19 liters or 133 liters. All right. So the correct answer is 4, everybody. Done? Okay, let's move to the next question. Next question was asked in CSAT 2025, this year only. The question is saying if a number is divided by 3579, leaves a remainder 1357. All right. If a number is divided by 3579, leaves the remainder 1357. Okay. Again, friends, I'll solve this question with the help of the options only. I won't be solving this question with the proper method. So here 1068. 1068 is completely divisible by 3 because sum of the digits of the number is 50, right? So this can't be the answer. Okay, everyone. And if a number is being divided by 5, leaves a remainder 3. I repeat, if a number is being divided by 5, leaves a remainder 3. So unit digit can be either 3 or 8. Okay? I repeat, if a number is being divided by 5, leaves a remainder 3, which means the required number must have the unit digit either 3 or 8. Look at the options. In how many options we have the unit digit as 3 or 8? Only in one option. Yes. So this is the correct choice. 1078 is the right answer. So friends, in the examination, I'll solve the question like this. But if you have to solve this question completely, then I'll use the entire process and I'll solve the question. Correct? In the examination, I would recommend you guys also, for the examination, you please solve the questions like this. That's it. Okay. Okay, everyone. Hope you enjoyed the concept. Hope you enjoyed the solution. Now, the next question is saying there are 3 such numbers. There are 3 integers whose LCM is 1001 and whose SCF is 1. How many such triplets are possible? There are 3 such integers whose SCF is 1 and whose LCM is 1001. How many such triplets are possible? So 1001, if you factorize 1001, this is 7 into 11 into 13. Alright. So question is saying how many such triplets are possible whose SCF is 1 and whose LCM is 1001. Okay. So the first triplet is 7, 11, 13. The first triplet. The second triplet is 7 and then 77 and then 13. The third can be 7, 77, 11, 13. The fourth can be 7, 91, 11. Sorry, 7, 91 and 11. The fifth can be 7, 143 and 11. The fifth can be 1, 1001, and this can be 1, then 77 and 143, and this can be 1 and then 91 and then 143, right? Eighth can be 91, 13 and 11. All right. And then it can be, so total we have written 8 till date, right? Till now we have written 8, but we can get some more triplets like this. Okay. For example, 91, 143 and 7, right? So we can write some more triplets like this. So till now we have written 9. So the answer is more than 8. And friends, let me tell you, in the examination, this is not an easy question to solve. And obviously this will take your time also. This is a time consuming question and not an easy question. But ये आपको पता कैसे चलेगा? If you have solved some questions like this in your preparation time. Otherwise, आप examination में you can get trapped. This is a trap question. आपको लगेगा कि LCM HCF का simple question है, आप कर सकते हैं. But this may take time. So friends, please practice करिए, practice करिए और practice करिए. There is no other alternate, right? और yes, examination में you have to be prepared. आपको क्वेश्चन देखा आपने किया और फटाफट स्टार्ट किया कि ये करना है, ये करना है, ये करना है. And after reading the question, within 2-3 seconds you should take the call whether you are going to solve this question or you are going to leave this question, right? And that is based on certain parameters like how much familiar you are with the questions, whether you have solved this type of question during your preparation, how much time will you take to solve this question. So there are certain parameters to decide it, right? But yes, ये आएगा तभी जब आप practice करेंगे. Okay, everyone. So please practice. Hope you enjoyed this video. So guys, that's all for today. Thank you, everyone.